Living Local Carolina with Katie Turner. Local trends, shopping, dining, and more. This is Living Local Carolina.
Well, one of my huge mottos in life is that you always deserve to have a sweet treat. And so today, I'm at Pawleys Island Bakery with the owner, Michael. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for coming over.
Oh, absolutely. We're going to take the grand tour, so why don't you go ahead and lead the way?
Come on in.
All right, thank you.
Welcome to the bakery. We've been open almost 14 years,
Okay.
serving this community well.
And I can already tell whenever you walk in here, this is just one of those spots that people love coming by, like multiple times a week. You come and get your fix, but like, what are some of the key items that are popular here?
Oh my goodness, the breakfast sandwich is the hottest item by far. People love those, it's their daily breakfast. We have cheese danishes, we have pies, we have cookies, we have cupcakes, we have specialty desserts. Our lunch sandwiches are nice and hearty, so it fills you up. It's a good spot. The most important thing is this is just a chill spot to hang out. We have so many regulars and locals that come in. We have a lot of regulars that tour here. And so for us, knowing all these different smiling faces that come by, it makes it fun for us. It's a family atmosphere. We're family operated and owned, so it's a good spot to be.
So it's Tiffany Clark. I am the cake decorator. I am also the manager.
You and your husband both work here.
Yes.
It's like a big happy family.
So it's all we've ever known.
Okay.
We worked together at the last place we were at, and that's actually where we met.
I love it. I love it.
And so when I started here in May of 2020, it was the weirdest time in our relationship that we weren't working together. And so then, yeah, November of 2020, he started working here.
Was there a moment in your life where you thought, this is what I'm supposed to be doing? Or did it just serendipitously happen?
So I've always loved baking. My dad, big baking fan. I always loved doing it. I never eat it.
Interesting.
I am a pastry chef who does not eat sweets, really. I have to really want them. When the Culinary Institute up in Market Commons announced that they were doing a full program on baking and pastry, I originally started out wanting to do cakes, and then when I started there, I still loved to do cakes, but I enjoyed doing like chocolates and stuff like that better.
That's hard.
It's fun.
That's the tough stuff.
It's
I
fun.
mean, you can really mess up a chocolate.
Yeah, no, it's temperamental, but I like that. I like the more structure. I like cooking, but cooking is kind of like fly by the seat of your pants, whereas baking is very structured, very like to the T, exact measurements, otherwise everything comes out, and I like the control of that.
Yeah, if you've ever tried to substitute like baking soda for baking powder
It
in a
does not
recipe,
work.
that's exactly what she's talking about. So what is your favorite type of cake to decorate?
I love doing birthday cakes for people, but my favorite would always be weddings. Just to be a part of that like biggest day of somebody's life is so special. I love what I do. They always say you never work a day in your life if you enjoy what you're doing. And I do. I do love this.
So now we're back in the kitchen.
Yeah, hanging out in the kitchen.
This is where all the breakfast sandwich magic happens,
This
right?
is where the magic happens. My main man, Tanner, right here, he likes to mix it up on the grill. There's some love put in that sandwich.
You want the dynamic to be really fun. Like you want to have fun with your employees.
Yep.
You want everybody to have a good time while they're working here.
Absolutely.
Why is that important to you?
Life is short. You want to enjoy coming to work every day. If, like Tiffany said in there, it doesn't end up being like work if you're having a good time.
Yeah.
So, and then the customers feel that too. We want the community to feel like they walked into their second home and they're just hanging out for a little while and with their good friends.
We'll be back right after this break with more Living Local Carolina.
Well, good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us today on Living Local Carolina. If your love language is gifts, you definitely want to listen up to this one because I'm joined with Tammy. You are from Gifts from the Heart.
Yes, I am.
What a great name.
Thank you, thank you.
And it really is exactly what you do. We have all these props to show what exactly you do, but explain it to me and what our viewers can do to help what you guys do.
Okay, Gifts from the Heart is an organization I started in 2018 when my mom was diagnosed with dementia. And when I went to visit her in the nursing home, I realized that there's so many residents in there that don't have family members to come and visit them. And it just broke my heart. So I decided that I want them to know they're not forgotten. So during all the holidays, Valentine's Day, Easter, Christmas, Mother's Day, Father's Day, I go and I give to residents in nursing homes with dementia and Alzheimer's. You know, I give them these items, which are everyday items that they need. That way they know they're not forgotten, even though they're not going to remember me from one minute to the next, which is fine, as long as they know that they're not forgotten.
I think it's really awesome what you do, and sometimes it's the littlest things that make such a difference in someone's day.
Yes, just to see the smile on their faces, it makes me so happy. It does.
So how have things gone over the last couple of years? I'm sure people have started donating to you.
They do donate, which is very nice because I work out of my home, and we're in really dire need of certain items like blankets. The residents need blankets.
Okay, blankets.
Socks, shampoo, cream rinse, deodorant. We also do fidget blankets, which you have on your lap. Residents, they like to, with dementia and Alzheimer's, they like to fidget a lot. So they like to touch items that feel different to them in texture. So, and we have these items for them, but we're mainly in need of everyday items. And they love puzzles with big pieces that they can hold. And they love their snacks. They love chocolate and little soft peppermints. Items like that we're in need of.
Well, today we're talking about one of my favorite topics, ice cream, and I'm joined by Chris. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine today.
All right, you guys are Island Treats here on Polly's Island. Tell me about what you guys offer here.
38 different flavors of ice cream, milkshakes, sundaes, hot dogs,
A little bit of everything.
pizza, everything.
Love that. And you guys are a mom and pop shop. You've been here for 7 years, a staple here in the community. What's it like being able to see the smiling faces come through every season and off season as well?
Off season because we're open all year long, same hours, everything. So people don't think people come in for ice cream during January and February, but they do because we have a lot of snowbirds that come down. So, but yeah, it's fantastic to see everybody come in. The kids got the play deck out here to play on and everything, and it just keeps them entertained. And ice cream's a favorite for everybody.
Indeed it is. I was going to say, this is such a pretty location. You guys are right on this little, is it a pond?
It's a little pond,
Little
yes.
pond right here. And kids are able, or adults, are able to feed the ducks and geese.
Ducks, geese, koi fish,
Ooh.
turtles. We got a little bit of everything in the pond.
What is y'all's goal with this business?
Serve God. You come in and people write their Bible verses and everything. When we moved here, we prayed, we did a fast to come here to have Him show us what we're supposed to do. We praise Him for everything that we have.
7 years later, it's definitely worked out well, huh?
It's a blessing.
So one thing you guys do is you want people to be able to enjoy as much as they want to, right?
Correct. When you come in, we have so many flavors that a lot of times it's hard to choose. So we'll let you taste whatever you want. We'll mix and match anything you want into one scoop. If you want 2 flavors, 3 flavors, we could turn that into one scoop for you.
Beautiful. Because sometimes you just can't choose. It's so hard.
No, you want to try everything and eat everything.
All right, perfect. I definitely want to do that right after we're done here, but where can people find you guys? What's your address?
We're located in the Island Shops in Pawleys Island.
We'll be back right after this break with more Living Local Carolina.
So for the history of Burgess Community Garden, Unity Myrtle Beach purchased this land in 2018. We began to do small improvements as we could because we still had our old church building in Surfside. And we paid off the mortgage here in 2021 and started meeting out here more regularly 2021, and now we meet out here every Sunday for our 11 a.m. Sunday services. We thought about doing raised beds just for our community and for the health and well-being of our community, and then it wasn't long before we realized if we're going to grow food, let's grow food for the community. And with Darylyn Alexander at the helm of our community outreach team, she began to contact organizations, people in the community like the Boys and Girls Club who could be a part of this. And she's really done the hard work of making a lot of those community contacts and getting the interest out here. It's really enlivened our community. People love working outdoors and getting their hands in the dirt and the idea of growing good, healthy food. So that became Burgess Community Gardens at Unity Myrtle Beach. The inspiration for the garden, again, was to be a part of a solution regarding the food shortages in this area. There are people still going to bed hungry and people still eating food that's not so healthy. So the idea of growing good, healthy food and getting it into the hands of families who really need it. Who does the garden benefit? So something that a lot of us on the Grand Strand don't understand is a lot of families still go to bed hungry. A lot of children in our community are sent home with backpacks for the weekend filled with food items so they won't be hungry over the weekend. It's that close for food deprivation. So we want our produce to get to the people who need it, who can benefit from good, healthy food. We are the main team. We manage the garden. Darylyn Alexander, me, and Ken Lennon, and the main work that has been done so far has been Ken with some really good volunteers. And the volunteers can come when they can, depending on many things. Ken is here a lot. We have, our main core of wonderful people in service, and Ken is one of them. And we need more. Everybody is invited to come out and get their hands in the dirt.
How can people get involved? There's several ways that people can get involved. One, we need people that will help volunteer to indeed work in the garden and dig the beds. We need outreach people that know other people in the community, both in the public community and business community, but also personal community, meaning they know people who are hungry. They know people who would like to come and serve on the board. Because for us to do this effectively, we're looking at everybody being involved in this whole process. Of course, we need supplies. We need a master gardener, because although Ken is my master gardener, he keeps on telling me he's a help. So we really could use a master gardener that can help guide us through this whole process. And we need financial donations as well as we need supplies. So those are some of the main reasons to get, indeed to reach out. The other piece is you can always call me at 214-926-6916. You'll be able to reach us, and we'll be able to help you find your way in terms of how you would like to serve.
How can people contribute? You can mail a check to Unity Myrtle Beach at 6173 Salem Road, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, 29588. Or you can email your questions to Burgess Community Gardens at gmail.com.
Other ways that people can contribute. We will in future be building a deer fence around the raised beds. We'll be building a garden shed over here by the raised beds. So people who have skills or they want to write a check, they want to come out and help build it, all of that that's on the list of things to do coming up.
Don't forget to like our page on Facebook and follow us on Instagram and Twitter. How to use the QR code. Just open the camera app on your smartphone, iPad, or tablet. Point your device at the QR code so the QR code appears on your screen. Your device will recognize the QR code and show you a notification. Click that notification and you'll come to our website. Living Local Carolina, weekday mornings at 9:30 on WBTW News 13.